the answers. Yeah, we can all say hello. Okay, so this is the top part.
It's Will's birthday.
And then we're going to talk about rationalizing the denominator, which means we don't want a square root in the denominator. So we need to get rid of the square root.
So square 5. Wait. What?
Yeah.
Multiply by 3.
We could just ignore it.
We can multiply it by 3. Okay, so we need to come up with a way that we can multiply this by 1 without changing the value. If we multiply something by 1, we won't change the value of it.
-1.
So, and we need to get rid of this denominator. It cannot be a square root. It needs to be like a whole number.
Do the
We can multiply by another fraction.
3 squared.
Multiply it by another fraction. I like that idea. It's going to be a fraction.
Square root of 3 over the square root.
-3.
3 over 3.
5. Yeah.
So if I do 3 over 3, what's going to happen here? What's going to be in the bottom? 3 with the square root of 3, right? So that's not going to work. I think Will had a suggestion. What was your suggestion, Will?
The square root of 3 over the square root of 5.
You want to flip it?
Yeah.
But is that 1? Are we still multiplying by 1? Or are you multiplying by a whole different number? Okay, so not that one. It needs to be 1. I like the 3 over 3.
That's square root of 3 over the square root of 3.
Square root of 3 over square root of 3. Let's think about what would happen here. What's going to happen in the bottom?
1.
What is square root of 3 times square root of 3?
I mean,
Square root of 9.
Which is what?
3.
3.
So then you wouldn't have a square root though.
Then we wouldn't have a square root.
This is what? This is
what?
Can you explain that again? This is wrong.
And this is
Okay,
I'm literally gonna walk out of this semester.
so this right here, what is this number? What does this equal?
1.
1. We're multiplying by 1, which means it does not change the value. Anything that you times 1 by is just itself, right? Just because our 1 looks a little different, it's still a 1.
Wait.
Yes.
Why, if we don't want to change the value, why do we have to multiply by something?
Because we don't want the square root under here. We don't want the square root in the bottom. And the way to get rid of the square root on the bottom is we're going to use whatever square root that is for the top and the bottom.
Oh.
Because let's see what happens. Let's multiply this out. So what's square root 5 times square root 3? What's square root 3 times square root 3?
No.
What is the square root of 9? 3. Do we have a square root in the bottom anymore? No.
That's our answer. Your writing got gradually bigger.
Did it? Yes.
Is that our answer?
Can we simplify this any further?
No. Yes. No.
So if you were to put this and this into the calculator, they're the same number. This right here, what we started with, and this are the same number. All we did was multiply by 1. And now we don't have a square root in the denominator. What?
In your life.
Yes.
No, she's teaching us the legal thing.
Yes. It's the same idea as if we had 9 over 12 and we divide by 3 over 3.
Well, yeah.
How is that the same thing?
It's the same thing because this makes sense.
No, 5 is going to 9.
It's just 9 divided by 12 divided by 1.
You guys didn't learn this in simplifying fractions?
No.
No, what? If we did, nobody remembers it.
We did it like
Nobody ever
Maybe we
remembers
should make
anything
it
from
one
high school.
No.
If I need to simplify 9 over 12, how do I simplify 9 over 12? Divide by 3 on the top and the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, you're dividing by 3 over 3, which is 1.
Yeah, but I didn't know that you could do that.
We just didn't
We
I thought that was like against
we
like,
never
the law
learned
of
that you could
nature,
just
like,
divide like that. Ever.
That's not.
We've never divided like that.
Yeah,
No,
I
we were
never
never
taught
taught
that.
Okay, but does it not make sense? What I'm
Well, it makes
It
sense.
makes
but
sense,
It's
but-
not a long process.
I feel like we were always taught that you couldn't do that.
Yeah, but you like flip it and multiply. Yeah, you had to like do the flip it and then like.
yeah, but if we okay, but here's the thing. When you do the keep, chip, flip, change, whatever stupid thing that they tell you to do, that's multiplying by the reciprocal. So if I flip this, it's still going to be 3 over 3. You're still multiplying by 1 or dividing by 1.
This
This is so no. I would
Is 9 over 12 and 3/4 the same thing? Yes. So
So then, what's the point of the equation?
I just simplify it.
Oh.
Literally just go. This is so unnecessary.
Yeah, can we just like move on?
I'm so. This is so weird. Oh my goodness.
I'm very.
Disappointed.
I think we're confusing her.
We're gonna make her cry.
I know. I'm just concerned. That's all. Okay. So we need to multiply by 1. Okay. Yes.
The square root.
So with fractions, could you divide 12 over 16 by 3 over 4 and still get 4 over 4? Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Apparently.
What?
That's how, what?
Wait.
12 over 16.
Hold on.